Lekki, Lagos.
News Express this evening. Sanwo-Olu endorses Hamzat as preferred successor for 2027. ASMA plans digital upgrade for traffic reporting system. Ekiti Broadcasters honors Adam Imogu FM founder Prophet Sam Olualo. Good evening and welcome to News Express on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos, a blend of national, local, political, international sports and entertainment news. I'm Mayo Adekeye and other news in detail. I begin from Lagos State, where Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced his endorsement of Deputy Obafemi Hamzat as his preferred successor for the 2027 governorship election. The decision followed a closed-door meeting at the State House Marina, where Hamzat formally declared his intention to contest the governorship seat before members of the State Executive Council and key leaders of the All Progressive Congress APC. Speaking after the meeting, Sanwo-Olu described the endorsement as a unanimous decision reached by stakeholders present, expressing confidence in Hamzat's readiness to lead the state.
He's a man that knows where all the rooms in the house are built. He's a man that has worked with me with all sense of humility at the highest level of integrity, loyalty, commitment, support. And so I feel personally, on behalf of my wife and everything that I stand for, really, I'm honored and privileged that they're giving me this honor to inform me and let Lagosians be aware that indeed this is a man that has been built with this job, and we believe that he deserves to be given a chance to go and run this state and lead this state at this point in time.
The Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, extolled the contributions of Hamzat to the development of the state, assuring him of his support and backing. Gbajabiamila spoke during a visit by Hamzat.
I believe it's time for us to roll up our sleeves. We have had two things. We have an election to win, and we have a state to govern and take it to another level. We have those two things ahead of us. One, to win an election. Two, to take this state and build it to another level. And like I said earlier, for the sake of sounding repetitive, I have no doubt that you have the capacity to do that. You can count, like I said earlier, you can count on my support.
The development signals early political alignment within the APC in Lagos as activities begin to gather momentum ahead of the 2027 general elections. And also legal matters, where the Federal High Court in Abuja has ordered an accelerated hearing in the trial of 6 suspects accused of plotting to overthrow the administration of President Bola Tinubu. At the proceedings today, the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, informed the court that the prosecution was ready to proceed with witnesses available subject to the court's schedule. Counsel to the first defendant, Mohammed Ilayepo, told the court that his client's bail application was pending and ready for hearing. However, the presiding judge, Joyce Abdul-Malik, ruled that the trial would commence before any bail applications are considered. Justice Abdul-Malik invoked a speedy trial procedure and fixed April 29, 30, May 4th and 5th for the commencement of trial and subsequent hearing of the bail applications. Meanwhile, former Bayelsa State Governor Timothy Silva was named in 7 of the 13 charges but has not been listed as a defendant, as prosecutors said is currently at large. And now the Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed May 5th for hearing in a suit seeking to compel the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to deregister the African Democratic Congress and some other political parties of alleged constitutional breaches. Justice Peter Lifu fixed a date today after granting an application by the incorporated trustees of the National Forum of Former Legislators to amend its originating summons to include other political parties allegedly found to be in breach of relevant provisions of the law. The suit seeks the registration of ADC, Accord Party, Zenith Labour Party, and Action Alliance. In a short ruling, Justice Lifu directed parties yet to respond to the amended originating summons to do so without delay, noting that the matter was time-sensitive and of public importance. The judge observed that with party primaries ahead of the 2027 general elections, there was a need to determine the case expeditiously. He subsequently ordered all parties to file the necessary processes before the 1st of May and adjourned the matter until May 5th for a definitive hearing. Now to diplomatic issues, where the United States mission in Nigeria has cautioned Nigerian travelers against overstaying their visas, warning that such violations could negatively impact future applicants. In a statement on social media today, the mission said visa overstays by Nigerian travelers can affect opportunities for their fellow citizens. It noted that strengthening compliance helps protect access for students, business travelers, and families who travel responsibly. The mission also flagged visa fraud and misuse of travel documents as serious concerns, urging applicants to respect the terms of their visas throughout their stay in the United States. Now to food security. Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, today unveiled the National Community Food Bank program for the Northeast, describing the initiative as a major step towards addressing hunger, malnutrition, and food insecurity in the region and in Nigeria. Remi Tinubu launched the program in Maiduguri during an official visit to Borno State, where she said the intervention would provide critical nutritional support to vulnerable groups in the country.
The National Community Food Bank Program is a deliberate and sustainable response to food insecurity and hunger in vulnerable households in Nigeria. It is designed to ensure that vulnerable children under the age of 6, pregnant and lactating mothers have access to nutritious food, thereby restoring hope where it is most needed, particularly in advancing food security, improved healthcare, and building a stronger, more prosperous Nigeria. Community food banks have proven to be effective mechanisms for delivering nutritious food to those who need it most.
Speaking at the inauguration, the coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Mohammed Ali Pate, said the national intervention is aimed at combating malnutrition and improving food security, especially among those vulnerable segments of the society.
Mr. President has approved the Social Action Fund as a complementary resource so that we can procure from communities using a community-based procurement platform to complement what we have raised for the Nutrition Trust Fund. I think that means that we can take this program very rapidly to all corners of this country. We call on all workers that are bestowed with trust in the food banks to be diligent. We also call on all our traditional leaders to pay attention to ensure that the food items are not diverted, that they are only used for those who need those food items. At the end of the day, if we do that, we will address the malnutrition problem of our country.
The program was formally launched earlier this month in Abuja, where it attracted pledges exceeding 66 billion naira from the federal government, corporate organizations, and private donors. Away from food, the Nigerian military has unveiled plans to engage retired personnel in tackling rising violent conflicts across the country through mediation, conflict resolution, and community-based peace-building initiatives. The Chief of Defense Staff, Olufemi Oluyede, disclosed this during the training organized by the retired members of the Nigerian Armed Forces in collaboration with the Mediation Training Institute and the Defense Headquarters. According to the military chief, the initiative is designed to equip retired military personnel with modern skills in mediation, negotiations, and conflict resolution in addressing Nigeria's evolving security challenges. He noted that many violent conflicts are increasingly driven by local disputes and community tensions, stressing that military force alone cannot guarantee lasting peace. Oluyede added that the military veterans, given their experience and credibility, are well positioned to intervene in community disputes, promote dialogue, and prevent escalation of violence at the grassroots level. And now, officers of the Nigeria Police Force have reportedly rejected officers of the Nigeria Police Force have reportedly rejected a 100 million naira bribe while foiling a major railway vandalism syndicate and recovering materials valued at over 400 million naira. Force Public Relations Officer DCP Anthony Okunplacid said the operation led to the arrest of 2 suspects identified as Chisom Goodnews and Ahmed Adamu in Akangwa, Nasarawa State. According to Placid, police operatives intercepted a trailer truck transporting about 60 tons of vandalized railway tracks and sleepers. The materials were reportedly concealed beneath sacks of granite shells in an attempt to evade detection while being moved from Bauchi State to Ilorin, Kwara State. Investigations revealed that the truck driver had been contracted for 2.5 million naira to transport the items. Inspector General of Police Olatunji Disu, reacting to the arrest, commended operatives for their professionalism and integrity, describing the action as a reflection of the core values of the police. Back home, Lagos State Police Command has urged residents to cooperate with the force in the fight against crime and criminality within the metropolis. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, SP Abimbola DBC, made the plea while featuring in an interview on Adamimogo FM, where she noted that the war against crime is a corporate responsibility. According to her, residents can assist the police by sharing information on the whereabouts of court members, robbers, and vandals in order to facilitate their arrests and forestall breakdown of law and order. Abimbola also noted that the State Police Command will sustain its routine stop and search exercise on major roads to safeguard motorists from criminal activities. She have assured that the State Police Command will not be deterred in its drive to make Lagos safer and conducive for residents. In the meantime, Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA says it will introduce a short code to enable residents, especially motorists, engage the agency and share information on road traffic situation. General Manager of the agency, Olalekan Bakaroki, disclosed this in an interview, revealing that the agency is working on a free short code to better serve the motoring public. According to him, the short code will help residents interact with the agency in emergency situations, traffic congestion updates, feedback, or any other relevant information they may deem fit to pass. He also said between January and March, the agency received almost 300 calls, but there was a shortfall, attributing it to the integration of the short code into the agency's system. Oki assured that in the next 2 or 3 weeks, the Help Center and short code will actively improve service delivery to Lagos residents. And now, Lagos State Ministry of Transportation has dismissed a viral message circulating on social media alleging new traffic restrictions around the Sheraton Link Bridge in Wodokpebi Road in Ikeja, describing it as false and misleading. In a statement on social media, the ministry said there has been no change to traffic rules in the affected axis, urging motorists to disregard the information in circulation. It added that the information circulating about changes and restrictions around the Sheraton Link Bridge in Wodokpebi Road is false. The ministry also dismissed allegations contained in the viral message, claiming that task force officials were stationed in the area to harass or extort motorists. The clarification followed a message circulated widely yesterday, claiming that motorists approaching the Sheraton Link Bridge in Wodokpebi must divert through alternative routes, including Ojota-Okpebi Bridge, and alleging aggressive enforcement by task force officials. Elsewhere, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has declared a Lagos indigene identified as Alimat Tajosho wanted over an alleged case of obtaining money by false pretense. In a notice by the head of Media and Publicity, Dele Oyewale, the commission said 41-year-old Tajosho, who is a woman leader of the City Boys movement, is being sought in connection with the alleged offence. According to the EFCC, the suspect's last known address is House A26, Aso Grove Estate, Mitama Extension, Abuja, calling on the public to assist with information that could lead to arrest. It also urged the public to reach out through its official communication channels or reports to the nearest police station and other security agencies. In recognition of his outstanding contributions to media development, support for broadcasting excellence, Prophet Sam Oluwalo, founder of Adami Mogu FM Nigeria, has been decorated as patron of the Association of Nigerian Broadcasters Ambrod Ekiti State Chapter. Represented at the event by a top associate, Prophet Borode, Prophet Oluwalo expressed deep appreciation to the association for the honor, dedicating the award to the youths, while offering prayers for the continued growth and success of Ambrod and the broadcasting industry in Ekiti State.
I appreciate the award given to me for my boss, Baba Oluwalo Adamimogo. I will duly present it to him on his behalf. I dedicate it to the youth today, and I beseech us to take our word seriously. By the grace of God, Nigeria will be good, flourish, and progress in Jesus' name.
In further demonstration of his support, Prophet Oluwalo donated a sum of 2 million naira to the association, thus reaffirming his commitment to advancing the objectives of Ambrod in Ekiti State.
In the name of Prophet Sam Oluwalo, JP Babadamimogo, send me to give you this small amount of money, 2 million naira. Thank you. Ambrod, time to time, you should get to him, even though he is so busy. There was a way you do see him by some people God has assigned in our midst, because we are all presenters.
As a seasoned man of God whose influence spans spiritual ministry, mass media and humanitarian service, Prophet Oluwalo has made profound impacts in Nigeria and beyond, making his selection as patron truly meritorious. Still in Ekiti State's Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has stepped up preparations for the June 20 Ekiti State governorship election, convening a high-level implementation meeting focused on voter education, publicity and inclusive participation across the state. Resident Electoral Commissioner Bumi Omosendemi described the engagement as timely and strategic, stressing that voter education remains the foundation of a credible electoral process. He outlined key priorities for INEC, including expanding voter awareness campaigns, tackling fake news, promoting peaceful participation, and strengthening confidence in the electoral process. He also called for intensified outreach to rural communities, first-time voters, and had to reach areas across all local government councils. You're listening to News Express on Adami Mugu 93.1 FM Lagos. Still to come on sports, Anthony Joshua to face Prenga in Riyadh, ahead of potential Fury clash. And on entertainment, Michael Jackson's biopic Michael record $217 million global box office.
You can listen to Adami Mogo 93.1 FM from any part of the world. Download the Adami Mogo 931 FM app from Google Play Store and Radio Garden, and follow us on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have eyewitness stories or exclusive to share, contact the Adami Mogo FM newsroom via mail at newsroom@adamimogofm.com, or you can dial 070-634-03583. You can dial 090-319-69629. Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos, voice of the light.
Glad to know you're still with us, and now to the rest of the stories. On the foreign scene, a White House official says Donald Trump is standing by the leadership of the Secret Service after the shooting at a Washington, D.C. hotel on Saturday. The source added that the U.S. president thinks his agents did an excellent job neutralizing the shooter, and a meeting will be held to review security protocol. FBI Director Kash Patel says the Bureau will be ready for Trump to attend a rescheduled correspondence dinner in the next 30 days. The shooter, identified as Cole Thomas Allen, who described himself as a game developer and a teacher, will be appearing in courts today. Although the motive of the alleged gunman is not yet clear, there have been numerous cases of violence directed at other U.S. political figures in recent years. The sports where Anthony Joshua is set to return to the ring on July 25th for a warm-up fight ahead of a long-overdue matchup with Tyson Fury. Saudi boxing chief Turk Al-Sheikh today said the Watford powerhouse will lock arms with unknown Albanian heavyweight Christian Prenga in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, as part of an eSports World Cup event. It marks Joshua's first fight since his knockout victory over Jake Paul in December. Shortly after his win, AJ was involved in a tragic car accident where he lost two of his close allies. He has since returned to training and has now signed a 2-fight deal with Riyadh season, which includes a clash with Fury at the end of the year. And now to entertainment. The new Michael Jackson biopic Michael has stormed the global box office, recording a spectacular opening weekend of $217 million and becoming the highest grossing debut ever for a biographical film. The film, which stars Jackson's nephew Jafar Jackson in the lead role, was released midweek but quickly gained momentum across international markets, propelling its past previous record holders in the genre. According to reports, it has now overtaken 2018's Bohemian Rhapsody, which opened with $124 million, and also surpassed Oppenheimer, which made $180 million during its opening weekend in 2024. The performance establishes Michael as the strongest worldwide biopic launch in cinema history. And as we conclude News Express on Adami Mogu 93.1 FM this evening, here's a recap of the biggest stories. I told you Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu today announced his endorsement of his deputy Obafemi Hamzat as his preferred successor for the 2027 governorship election. It was also in the news that Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA will introduce a short code to enable residents, especially motorists, engage the agency and share information on road traffic situation. Finally, we brought it to you that for his outstanding contribution to media development, support for broadcasting excellence, and other contribution, Prophet Sam Oluwalo, founder of Adami Mogu FM Nigeria, was decorated as patron of the Association of Nigerian Broadcasters, Ekiti State Chapter. And that's News Express. On behalf of the production team, I'm Ayo Adekeye saying thank you for listening. Have a good evening.
See why I saw yesterday. Which kind of rubbish be this? When this Nigeria won't vote, see how she just scatter. Oh my wife don't turn brown. God, I beg.
You vote last election. You vote.
Vote asal. You know as I did be now. You know street. No man know what time no day now. Vote asal. Say country dey improve.
Kai, if I no vote, I no get the power. Your voice is now your power.
Oh, don't cock yourself. Sell your vote, just sell your future, but sell your birthright. How much divide them by 4 years? How much that?
Your vote and your power. No door. Make we choose leaders wey sabi. Your PVC, your future. No waste time.
Don't sell your vote.
We're talking about it once a month. So,
Hit the
very valuable.
Show door, show file. Ogoto just stream. Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos.
àsìkò ìròyìn ti tó bóyá ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ̀bọ̀ lónílé lálejò bóyá lọ́mọdé lágbà ẹ mú kalẹ̀ owó ẹ mú kalẹ̀ ọmọ ìròyìn tó jẹ́ ojúlówó rédíò nílẹ̀ tí máa gbọ́ 93.1 FM ìkànnì tó tayọ Lẹ́kì la máa fi kalẹ̀ sí nígboro Èkó Adámímọ́gò FM bóyá.
ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o Akotan Iroyin lóde sí ti gbọ́n láti ṣe rédíò Adámímọ́gò 93.1 FM tó kalẹ̀ sí Lekki ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Adélékè Kẹ́hìndé òun náà ni oníròyìn yín síwájú ẹgbẹ́ àkókò tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹyọ nínú ìròyìn ọ̀hún. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gómìnà Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ni ó ti kéde àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀ fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọbáfẹ́mi Hamzat gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí yóò rọ́pò rẹ̀ lọ́dún 2027 tètò ìdìbò gómìnà bàbá Ọ̀yá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Àjọ tí ó ti lọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjọ LASTMA ni wọ́n ti ń ṣètò ìlànà ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé láti jáàbọ̀ súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ ọkọ̀ láàrin ìlú. Bákan náà àwọn àjọ olùgbóhùn sáfẹ́fẹ́ nílùú Èkìtì ni wọ́n ti bu ọlá àwọn ẹ̀yẹ fún olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Adámímọ́gò Nàìjíríà yẹn Wòlíì Sam Olúàlọ́. Wáyé ìròyìn ọ̀hún rẹ̀ lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ti kéde àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀ fún ìgbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ìyẹn Ọbáfẹ́mi Hamzat gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí ọkàn rẹ̀ yàn láti jẹ́ gómìnà bí ètò ìdìbò yan gómìnà máa wáyé lọ́dún 2027. Ìgbésẹ̀ yìí wáyé lẹ́yìn ìpàdé ìdákọ̀kọ̀ ilé tí ó wáyé ní ilé ìjọba ní agbègbè Marina ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó níbi tí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Hamzat ti fi kéde èròǹgbà rẹ̀ láti díje du ipò gómìnà níwájú àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ ìpínlẹ̀ yìí àti àwọn aṣáájú nínú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress. Lásìkò tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ìpàdé ọ̀hún, gómìnà Sanwó-Olú ṣe àpèjúwe bíbọwọ́ lu igbákejì rẹ̀ ọ̀hún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìgbésẹ̀ tí òun gbàgbọ́ wípé àwọn alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ tí wọ́n wà níkàlẹ̀ fọwọ́ sí i tó sì ṣe lálàyé wípé òun ní ìgbàgbọ́ nínú ìgbáradì Hamzat láti darí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Síwájú àkókò yìí ni adarí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ sí ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fẹ́mi Gbàjàbíàmílà ti gbóríyìn fún akitiyan Hamzat sí ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ yìí tó sì ṣe àrídájú àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀ fún ẹ̀wẹ̀. Ìgbésẹ̀ yìí náà ni ó ti ṣe àfihàn ìpalẹ̀mọ́ àlàsílẹ̀ ètò òṣèlú láàrin ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gẹ́gẹ́ bí kúkú fẹ̀fẹ̀ ètò ìdìbò gbogbogbò ọdún 2027 bó ṣe ń súnmọ́ tílé. obìnrin àkọ́kọ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà abilékọ olúrẹ̀mí tinubu lónìí òde yìí ṣíṣọ lójú ètò títa ohun èlò oúnjẹ lówó péréte fáwọn ará ìlú fáwọn tí wọ́n wà ní apá àríwá ìlà oòrùn orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ilé tó sì ṣe àpèjúwe ìgbésẹ̀ náà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúlówó ìgbésẹ̀ tó ṣe pàtàkì láti wá ojútùú sí àìrèjẹ ṣíṣètò oúnjẹ tí ó mọ́ tónítóní àti dídáàbòbò oúnjẹ lẹ́kùn ọ̀hún àti jákèjádò orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà abilékọ rẹ̀mí tinubu ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ètò ọ̀hún nílùú màdúgùrì lásìkò àbẹ̀wò ìkíni rẹ̀ sí ìpínlẹ̀ borno níbi tí ó ti sọ di mímọ̀ pé ìdásí ọ̀hún yóò túbọ̀ ṣètò oúnjẹ láti ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fáwọn tí wọn kò rọ́wọ́ pọnlá láwùjọ ní pàtàkì àwọn ọmọdé àwọn aboyún àwọn ìyá ọlọ́mọ pẹ̀lú àwọn ìdílé tí wọn kò láǹfààní láti rà lásìkò tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní tirẹ̀ ẹni tó jẹ́ alákòóso fún ètò ìlera àti ìgbáyégbádùn ará ìlú alàgbà muhammad ali pate ó sọ di mímọ̀ pé èròǹgbà àtìlẹ́yìn ìjọba àpapọ̀ ní láti máa ṣe àmójútó oúnjẹ àti láti ṣe àlékún ìdáàbòbò oúnjẹ ní pàtàkì jùlọ láwùjọ àwọn tí ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún láwùjọ ètò ọ̀hún òun náà ni wọn kò ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ níbẹ̀ ilé ni wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ rẹ̀ níbẹ̀rẹ̀ oṣù yìí nílùú àbújá tí ṣe olúlo orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà níbi tí ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè nàìjíríà àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá àti àwọn aládàáni ti ṣèlérí àtìlẹ́yìn owó ní bílíọ̀nù mẹ́rìndínláàádọ́rin náírà fún ètò ọ̀hún. àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àjọ ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti kọ̀ jálẹ̀ láti tẹ́wọ́ gba owó kọ́bẹ́ òní $100 mílíọ̀nù náírà lásìkò tí wọ́n rọ́wọ́ tó àwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ẹ̀dá tí wọ́n ń ba ojúnà reluwé apá ìrìwá orílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà jẹ́ tí wọ́n sì gba àwọn èròjà ojúnà irin tí iye owó rẹ̀ lé ní $100 mílíọ̀nù náírà lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹni tó jẹ́ agbẹnusọ àjọ ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà dcp anthony okon placid ó sọ di mímọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ àkànṣe àwọn ni ó ṣokùnfà bí ọwọ́ ṣe bá àwọn ẹni afurasí méjì ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ọ̀hún ilé tí orúkọ ọ̀kan nínú wọn jẹ́ shizom good news àti ahmed adamu ní agbègbè akwanga ní ìpínlẹ̀ nasarawa inú ọ̀rọ̀ agbẹnusọ àjọ ọlọ́pàá ọ̀hún òun ní àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní wọ́n rọ́wọ́ tó ọkọ̀ àjàgbéjò tí ó kó irin ojúnà reluwé eléyìí tí wọ́n sì ṣe àkọlù sí àwọn ohun èlò ọ̀hún ni wọ́n dì sínú àpò èèpo ẹ̀pà pẹ̀lú èròǹgbà àti dẹ́kun àwọn agbófinró lásìkò tí wọ́n ń gbé bọ̀ láti ìpínlẹ̀ bauchi sí ìlú ìlọrin ní ìpínlẹ̀ kwara iṣẹ́ ìwádìí fi hàn pé awakọ̀ àjàgbéjò ọ̀hún ni ó sọ di mímọ̀ pé owó ní mílíọ̀nù 2.5 náírà ilé ni wọ́n san fún òun gẹ́gẹ́ bí owó iṣẹ́ ilé tí òun gbà láti ṣe dàrúkẹ àwọn ohun èlò ọ̀hún ọ̀gá àgbà pátá àjọ ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà ọ̀gbẹ́ni ọ̀làtúnjì dìísù ó gbóríyìn fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá fún iṣẹ́ akin tí wọ́n ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá àti ìwà ọmọlúwàbí tí wọ́n mọ iṣẹ́ ọ̀hún tó sì ṣe àpèjúwe ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún gẹ́gẹ́ bí ṣíṣe àfihàn pàtàkì iṣẹ́ àjọ ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà. àjọ ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ èkó ti rọ àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ yìí láti fi ọwọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àjọ ọ̀hún lójúnà àti gbógun ti ìwà ọ̀daràn láàrin ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ẹni tó jẹ́ agbẹnusọ fún àjọ ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ èkó sp abimbola adébísí ló sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀ yìí lásìkò tó ń farahàn lórí ètò kan nílé iṣẹ́ rédíò adámimógo níbi tí ó ti tọ́ka wípé gbígbógun ti ìwà ọ̀daràn nílẹ̀ yìí ojúṣe gbogbo wa ni ẹ̀wẹ̀ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ará ìlú nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ó ní àwọn aráàlú lè ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún agbófinró nípa fífi ibi tí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn bá fi ara ṣoko sí láì gbàgbé àwọn adigunjalè lójúnà àti ṣe àwárí wọn lójú ẹsẹ̀ àti láti jẹ́ kí àlàáfíà ó jọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ èkó ẹgbọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún síwájú sí lẹ́nu rẹ̀.
ní àwọn agbègbè kákàkiri àwọn adarí ibẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ń gbé ń bẹ̀ wọ́n mọ àdúgbò wọn dáadáa ju àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà níbẹ̀ lọ. torí pé àgbègbè wọn ni àwọn ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ òkùnkùn yìí náà onílé tó ń gbé ìbá àwọn ọ̀nà ìdìbò ló fún wọn nílé ṣé àwọn ní àmọ̀ pé ilé ibi báyìí báyìí àwọn báyìí báyìí gbé bẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá lè máa mọ̀ ilé ìṣẹ́ bá sọ fún wọn òun la máa mọ̀. ó dẹ̀ tó di pé nǹkan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ní sábà ló gbogbo lọ́kùnkùn ṣèwádìí tó dáwọn kan bí tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn kò ní ní lè ṣẹlẹ̀ torí àwọn ti fi àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi títà tó dáwọn èèyàn pèsè torí fóònù wọn kọ́ pè wá.
ohun abilékọ Abímbọ́lá Adébísí tí wọ́n jẹ́ agbẹnusọ àjọ ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀nà nìyẹn gbọ́ yẹn. abilékọ Abímbọ́lá tó tọ́ka rẹ̀ wípé àjọ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ni ó tẹ̀síwájú láti máa dákọ̀ dúró ṣe àyẹ̀wò ọkọ̀ láwọn ojúnà tó sì ṣe pàtàkì lójúnà àti dáàbòbò àwọn awakọ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ ewu àwọn oníwà ọ̀daràn. ẹ tó gbọ́dọ̀ ọ̀hún síwájú sí lẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
torí pé nínú sọ́kà àti ìjọba mọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn afurasí tá a ti mú pẹ̀lú àwọn ìbọn àwọn èròjà ní ìtọ́kùn ìṣọ̀ṣẹ́ tá a ti gbà àbí tá a ń gbà láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ kan lórí sọ́kà àti kò ń ṣe tèrè ní rárá àlè ìgbà dúró. èmi kàn máa rọ àwọn ìyẹn wa pé wọ́n jọ ká máa farabalẹ̀ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá ní ojú òpópónà bá ti pàdé wọn fún sọ́kà àti ká máa farabalẹ̀ fún wọn àti pé ká máa gbìyànjú láti tètè máa gbéra fáwọn èèyàn tá a bá fẹ́ rí àìdá mọ̀. sọ́kà àti náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò ní pé àwọn ọmọ jáde láti lọ máa fi ìgbéró lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn. iṣẹ́ tó wà fún mi pé láti rí dájú wípé àwọn tó ń lọ lójú òpópó ààbò tó péye wà fún wọn.
ó wá tún mú dá àwọn aráàlú lójú pé àjọ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ni kò ní yẹ̀ kúrò lórí ìpinnu rẹ̀ láti jẹ́ kí ètò ààbò ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ó rọgbọ kí ó sì dùn ún gbé fáwọn ará ìlú lẹ́yẹ òsọ́kà. àjọ tí ó ń gbógun ti àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣòwò ìlú mọ̀kùmọ̀kù àjọ EFCC ti kéde rẹ̀ sóde wípé àwọn ń wá ọmọ bíbí ìpínlẹ̀ yìí kan tí orúkọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ abilékọ Alimat Tẹ́jú Oṣó látàrí ẹ̀sùn ìlọ́nilọ́wọ́gbà pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n ẹ̀rú. nínú ìkéde tí adarí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìròyìn àti ìbára ìlú sọ̀rọ̀ lájọ ọ̀hún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Délé Oyèwálé fìlédè ó ní àjọ náà sọ di mímọ̀ pé abilékọ Tẹ́jú Oṣó ẹni ọdún 41 ni wọ́n ń wá látàrí ẹ̀sùn ìwà jìbìtì. gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ àjọ EFCC wọ́n ní wọ́n rí ẹni afurasí náà kẹ́yìn ní agbègbè house 826 Àgọ́ Grove ní Aso Grove Estate ní Maitama Extension nílùú Àbújá tí ṣolú lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n sì ń pè àwọn ará ìlú kí wọ́n ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún àjọ ọ̀hún fún èkéyìí ìgbésẹ̀ tí yóò fi di àwárí fún àwọn tó sì tún rọ àwọn ará ìlú láti kàn sí àjọ ọ̀hún lórí ojú òpó ìtàkùn wọn gbogbo tàbí kí wọ́n kàn sí èyíkéyìí àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá tó wá wà ní tòsí wọn níwọ̀n ìgbà tí wọ́n bá kófìrí ẹni afurasí ọ̀hún. àjọ tí ń rí sí lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjọ LASTMA ti sọ di mímọ̀ yìí pé àwọn yóò ṣe àfihàn òǹkà kan láti fún àwọn ará ìlú ní pàtàkì jùlọ àwọn awakọ̀ láǹfààní àti bá àjọ náà sọ̀rọ̀ kí wọ́n fi ẹ̀dùn ọkọ̀ wọn léde bí súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ ọkọ̀ ojú pópó ṣe rí. ẹni tó jẹ́ gíwá àgbà àjọ LASTMA ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọlálékan Bákàrè Òkí ni ó fi ọ̀rọ̀ yìí léde nínú ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn oníròyìn tó sì mẹ́nu báyìí pé àjọ ọ̀hún ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun lórí nọ́mbà ojú òpó ìpè ọ̀fẹ́ ọ̀hún léde láti mú iṣẹ́ àjọ náà pèrègèdè sí i láwùjọ fún àwọn awakọ̀ láàrin ìlú. iná ọ̀rọ̀ nọ́mbà ìpè náà ni yóò ṣe ìrànwọ́ fún àwọn ará ìlú láti kàn sí àjọ LASTMA lásìkò pàjáwìrì jíjábọ̀ súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ ọkọ̀ àti àwọn ìfiléde mìíràn tó lè ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún àjọ ọ̀hún lójú pópó. bákan náà ni ó tún mẹ́nu bà wípé láàrin oṣù kínní sí oṣù kẹta ọdún yìí àjọ ọ̀hún ni ó ti gba ìpè tí ó lé ní 300 tó sì jẹ́ pé ìwọ̀nba ni àwọn jẹ́ nínú ìpè ọ̀hún èyí tó ṣe okùnfà ṣíṣe àmúlò nọ́mbà ìpè oníwọ̀nba yẹn short code fún ẹ̀ka àjọ ọ̀hún. ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bákàrè Òkí ó ṣe àrídájú rẹ̀ wípé tó bá máa di ọ̀sẹ̀ 2 sí 3 sí àsìkò yìí ẹ̀ka tí ń ṣe ìrànwọ́ lájọ náà ní iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ yóò túbọ̀ pèrègèdè sí i fún lílo àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Fún ìmọrírì iṣẹ́ takuntakun fún àtìlẹ́yìn ìdàgbàsókè ẹ̀ka ìròyìn àti àtìlẹ́yìn fún ìgbóhùn sáfẹ́fẹ́ tó múnádóko àti àìkáàrẹ̀ ọkàn ìpinnu ìwà ọmọlúàbí àti aṣáájú, wòlíì Sam Olúalọ tí wọ́n jẹ́ olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Adámimógo Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti dá lọ́lá gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá ẹgbẹ́ àjọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbóhùn sórí afẹ́fẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ka ti ìlú Èkìtì, ìyẹn Association of Nigeria Broadcaster Ambrod ẹ̀ka tèkìtì. Ètò ọ̀hún tó wáyé lánàá òde yìí nílùú Àdó Èkìtì lásìkò tí wọ́n ṣe ayẹyẹ àyájọ́ Ambrod Èkìtì ọdún 2026 níbi tí àwọn agbóhùnsórí afẹ́fẹ́ láti onírúurú iléeṣẹ́ ìròyìn ti péjú pésẹ̀ láti ṣe ayẹyẹ pípérégedé iṣẹ́ wọn lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ àkọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ tí wọ́n yà láàyò gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ agbóhùnkáyé Adámimógo, èyí tí ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ Adámimógo 107.7 FM wà ní Ìdó Èkìtì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì, Adámimógo 105.1 FM Mọ́kọ́lá nílùú Ìbàdàn, láìgbàgbé Adámimógo 93.1 FM tó wà nílùú Lekki ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àti Adámimógo 103.1 FM ilé tó wà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta àti olúlu ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ó tún jẹ́ olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ rédíò ìlú Jésù èyí tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe ìyìnrere káàkiri àgbáyé. Ẹni tó wá ṣojú wòlíì Olúalọ níbi ayẹyẹ náà, wòlíì Bòròdé, ní wòlíì Olúalọ fi ìdùnnú rẹ̀ hàn fún àjọ òun fún ìdálọ́lá wọn tó sì fi àmì ẹ̀yẹ èyí eléyìí tí wọ́n fi sọrí àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà bó ti ṣe ń ṣe àdúrà fún ìlọsíwájú àjọ òun àti fún orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún síwájú sí lẹ́nu aṣojú wòlíì Olúalọ.
mo dúpẹ́ fún award tí ẹ fi rán mi sí Professor Olúalọ bàbá Adámimógo. máa fi jíṣẹ́ o gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣà wọn wà láwọn dedicate ẹ̀ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́. èmi náà lórúkọ wọn mo dedicate award yìí fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lónìí. mo dẹ̀rọ̀ wá láti múra sí iṣẹ́ wa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ kí a máa tẹ̀síwájú lágbára Ọlọ́run. Nàìjíríà yóò dára lórúkọ Jésù Kristi. Nàìjíríà kò ní bàjẹ́, a ó máa tẹ̀síwájú. lórúkọ Professor Olúalọ, wọ́n ní kí n fún yín ní owó kékeré pé àṣẹjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní o 2 million naira 2 million naira lórúkọ Professor Olúalọ. ẹ̀yin Ambrod ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ púpọ̀ lóòrèkóòrè. wọ́n ní kẹ́ máa kàn sí wọn, kẹ́ máa kàn sí mọ́tẹ́ pé wọ́n bísí púpọ̀ púpọ̀. ó ní bí ẹ ṣe máa ń rí wọn náà nípasẹ̀ àwọn kan tí Ọlọ́run ti ṣètò sí àárín wa. kí n sọ pé àárín wa torí àjọ jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ náà ni lórúkọ Jésù. ilé ológo tí a ń lépa Olúwa mú adébẹ̀ o.
wòlíì Olúalọ ti fi àdúrà ìdàgbàsókè àti ìlọsíwájú ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n fi àtìlẹ́yìn àdúrà ránṣẹ́ sí ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀hún káàkiri ibi tí wọ́n ẹ̀ka ọ̀hún tí wọ́n wà jákèjádò ilẹ̀ yìí. Akotan Iroyin kò ní ju báyìí lọ nírọ̀lẹ́ tó ń ṣùgbọ́n ṣáká tó máa lọ ẹgbẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹyọ nínú ìròyìn ọ̀hún. nínú ìròyìn lè ti aka títí ìgbọ́ inú ìrọ̀lẹ́ tó ní aka sí létí pé gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gómìnà Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ni ó ti kéde àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀ fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọbáfẹ́mi Hamzat gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí yóò rọ́pò rẹ̀ lọ́dún 2027 bí ètò ìdìbò bá máa yá o. àjọ tí ń retí lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjọ LASTMA ni wọ́n ti ń ṣètò ìlànà ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé láti jábọ̀ súnkẹrẹ fàkẹrẹ ọkọ̀ láàrin ìlú. àwọn àjọ olùgbóhùn sáfẹ́fẹ́ nílùú Èkìtì ni wọ́n ti bu ọlá àwọn ẹ̀yẹ fún olùdásílẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Adámimógo Nàìjíríà wòlíì Sam Olúalọ. Akotan Iroyin kò ní ju báyìí lọ nírọ̀lẹ́ tòní yókù tún di ọ̀la òde yìí nígbà tẹ́ máa pàdé àwọn akẹgbẹ́ mi fún ìrìn lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Adámimógo 93.1 FM tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Lẹ́kì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. ǹjẹ́ ní orúkọ Ayọ̀ Adékẹ́yẹ tó jẹ́ pé òun náà lólótú ìròyìn, òun náà lè mí Kẹ́hìndé Adélékè tí mo ṣe ayan gbé fọ́ rẹ̀ mùsíkà ṣé tí gbọ́ ìtẹ́ ń gbọ́ wọn lè sọ fún yín pé ẹ kúrò lé akọ́fẹ́fẹ́ tí ń fẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí afẹ́fẹ́ lè Canada yóò tutù gbogbo wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ ṣe tẹ̀ǹtẹ̀ síwájú ká pàdé láago 2 àṣálẹ́ òní lórí ètò Ògo Ìjẹ̀bú títí àkókò ọ̀hún